You slip on a blouse you've had for years. Maybe it's a little snug across the bust now, or maybe it hangs off your shoulders like a borrowed coat. You pause, you tug, you adjust, but something about it just doesn't feel right. That's the quiet voice of your style intuition. And at this stage in life, it's worth listening to. After 60, your body tells a different story than it did decades ago. It's softer in some places, stronger in others, and it deserves clothes that honor those changes. When your tops are too tight, they pull and crease in all the wrong places. And when they're too loose, they hide the lovely shape that's still there, the gentle slope of your shoulders, the curve of your waist, the quiet strength in your back. You stand in front of the mirror, and this time you try on a blouse that lightly skims your frame, not clinging, not billowing, just flowing, like it belongs to your body. You add a soft tuck into your trousers, and suddenly, the reflection looking back feels balanced, elegant, real. That's the magic of a proper fit, not perfect, not youthful, but present, honest. Think of a tailor's line as a gentle embrace. Clothes that fit well don't just flatter your figure, they whisper that you're worth taking up space just as you are. One practical tip: stand sideways in front of a full-length mirror and check the silhouette from shoulder to hip. The line should feel smooth, uninterrupted. If something is pulling or pooling, it's not a flaw in you, it's just a cue to try a different cut. You're not dressing the woman you were. You're dressing the woman you are, wise, warm, and wonderfully you. You run your fingers along the blouse hanging in your closet. It's light, a little shiny, and it clings to your arms in a way that never feels quite right. Maybe it looked lovely on the hanger, or maybe it was on sale. But every time you wear it, you find yourself tugging, adjusting, wishing it felt more dignified. That's because fabric speaks even before you do. And after 60, your skin becomes more sensitive, your movements more considered, your presence more graceful. What you wear should echo that. Synthetic fabrics like polyester or acrylic often betray your elegance. They cling where you don't want them to. They create static. They wrinkle or pill after just one wash. And no matter how well you style them, they rarely look refined. Now imagine slipping into a crisp cotton shirt. It's breathable, grounded, and feels like quality in your hands. Or maybe it's a silk blouse that floats gently as you walk, soft against your skin, luminous without being loud. These fabrics don't just look expensive. They respect your body. They age beautifully just like you. A simple trick: next time you shop or clean your closet, gently pinch the fabric between your fingers. Does it feel substantial? Does it hold its shape or collapse into nothing? The fabrics worth keeping are the ones that feel like they were made for movement and memory, not fast trends. Italian women have long understood this quiet luxury. It's not about showing off a label. It's about how the material moves with your body and the way it lays across your skin, like a second language, unspoken but deeply understood. You've earned the right to be comfortable and elegant at the same time. Let your clothes feel as good as they look. You see it all the time. Blouses filled with giant florals, swirling paisleys, or patchworks of bold colors. Maybe they were gifts. Or maybe you bought them during a moment of hope in the fitting room. But deep down, you already know these patterns are wearing you. It's a common trap, especially for women in their 60s and 70s. Somewhere along the way, we were told that aging means fading, so we reach for patterns that feel vibrant, full of personality. But there's a difference between expressive and overpowering. And too often, those busy prints drown out the very presence they were meant to celebrate. Picture this, instead: a soft blouse in pale blue with tiny scattered blossoms, or a gentle geometric print in a soothing, neutral palette. These kinds of patterns don't shout, they whisper. They draw the eye toward your face, not away from it. They suggest grace rather than chaos. And most importantly, they allow your natural beauty, your quiet confidence to take center stage. One simple rule: If your blouse enters the room before you do, it might be too loud. The goal isn't to erase all prints, but to refine them. Try smaller scale florals, classic stripes, or subtle tone-on-tone motifs. And always let your reflection be the final judge when the print complements your glow. Instead of competing with it, you'll feel it instantly. Style isn't about noise, it's about harmony with your skin tone, your energy, your essence. You've lived through every fashion decade. You know what works and you know what doesn't. Now is the time to let go of what distracts and embrace what reflects. The best pattern is the one that lets you shine. You slip into your favorite blouse, it fits beautifully, the color is perfect, and yet something feels off. You glance in the mirror and there it is. A faint line across your back, a bit of unevenness under the fabric, and suddenly the whole outfit loses its magic. The truth is, undergarments are the quiet architects of your entire look. They create the foundation, or they sabotage it. After 60, your body continues to shift in small, meaningful ways. And if your underpinnings haven't evolved with you, they're likely doing more harm than good. A bra that once lifted now digs. Seams once invisible now peek through. Shapewear that used to smooth might now squeeze in all the wrong places. This doesn't mean you need to wear tight or uncomfortable lingerie. It means you deserve comfort that supports, not flattens softness that shapes, not hides. Take a moment to get refitted. You'd be surprised how much our sizes can change in just a year or two. Choose seamless nude tone bras that disappear under your clothes. Go for wider straps that ease pressure on your shoulders. Look for pieces designed with mature women in mind, thoughtful cuts that honor, not constrain. One lovely detail. Try matching your bra color to your skin tone. It won't show through sheer blouses, and it creates a smooth, uninterrupted look. And when you do wear shaping pieces, choose ones that breathe and move with you. Think gentle support, not restriction. Underneath every beautiful outfit is a quiet, secret comfort structure and intention. Because when your foundation feels right, you stand taller. Your clothes drape better. And most importantly, you feel at ease in your own skin. That ease is elegance. And it begins with what you wear closest to your heart. You glance in the mirror and something feels heavy. Not your spirit, not your body, just the space between your chin and your chest. That high crew neck, once your go-to, suddenly feels stiff and shortening. You didn't change your blouse. You just changed. And that's not a bad thing. As we age, the neck and collarbone area becomes more delicate. Skin softens, the jawline relaxes, and what once framed the face can now close it off. High necklines, like tight crews or mock turtlenecks, can feel constricting, and worse, they pull the eye downward. But the right neckline, it does wonders. A gentle scoop, a relaxed V-neck, or an open collar invites the gaze upward. It elongates your silhouette. It softens your jaw. It lets a beautiful necklace rest just where the light catches. These shapes don't demand attention. They welcome it gracefully. Think of a neckline as a picture frame. A well-chosen one highlights your most expressive features, your eyes, your smile, your posture. Even a small adjustment makes a difference. That crew neck sweater you love. Try layering it with an open cardigan and a long pendant necklace. Suddenly, it's not closing you in, it's opening you up. A little trick stand in natural light and try on a few different necklines back to back. Pay attention not just to how you look, but how you feel. The right one will lift more than your appearance, it'll lift your mood. And remember, elegance isn't about revealing more skin, it's about revealing more presence. You don't need a lower neckline to look youthful. You need one that lets your light rise gently, like the soft curve of morning light across your collarbone. That kind of beauty never fades. You try on a blouse in that familiar, deep grey, the one you've always trusted. But when you look in the mirror, your face seems tired. Your skin looks pale, almost washed out. Something is missing, but you can't quite name it. That safe color that worked in your 40s no longer feels like home. That's the quiet shift most women don't expect. As you age, your skin tone and hair color evolve. The warmth, contrast, or brightness that once defined your look begins to soften. And when your tops don't evolve with you, they can mute the very glow you've spent a lifetime cultivating. But here's the beautiful part. The right color doesn't just flatter your features, it revives them. Try a soft cream instead of stark white, or a muted rose instead of fire engine red. Dusty blues, sage greens, buttery neutrals, these tones have a gentle radiance that reflects softly onto your skin. You'll know you've found the right shade when someone says, "You look well," instead of, "That's a pretty top." A simple test. Stand by a window with natural light. Hold up different colored blouses near your face one at a time. Watch your skin. Notice your eyes. Some will make you look lit from within. Others, not so much. Trust your instincts, your reflection won't lie. And don't be afraid to edit your wardrobe accordingly. Replace just one or two tops that dull your glow with colors that restore it. Even the smallest shift can have a ripple effect on how you show up in the world. Color isn't just a fashion choice, it's energy, it's vitality. And when chosen wisely, it's a quiet celebration of the woman you've become. You deserve to shine in tones that understand you now, not who you used to be. You reach for that old favorite, the blouse with the shoulder pads and tiny gold buttons. It reminds you of a time when you felt powerful, polished, maybe even admired. But when you put it on now, something feels frozen. Not in memory, but in time. Here's the truth. Some pieces carry nostalgia more than style. And there's no shame in that. Those tops meant something. They saw you through board meetings, weddings, quiet dinners. But fashion is meant to evolve with you, not hold you hostage in another decade. Dated styles like ruffled collars, boxy silhouettes, or stiff shoulder pads may feel familiar, but they can quietly signal to the world that you've stopped moving forward. And you haven't. You're still growing, learning, showing up every day with deeper wisdom and stronger grace. Your clothes should reflect that. Modern doesn't have to mean trendy. It means thoughtful. Sleek lines, soft tailoring, and proportion that complements your now body. A classic white shirt with a contemporary cut. A blouse with clean seams and a fluid drape. Pieces that still feel like you, just the current version. Try this takeout one-time capsule top from your closet and ask yourself, would I buy this today? If the answer is no, let it go with gratitude. Then try on something new that fits your life now. You'll feel the shift, not just in your look, but in your confidence. Clothing is not about chasing youth. It's about honoring who you've become. When you let go of pieces that once defined you, you make space for clothes that celebrate you here and now. Let your wardrobe grow with you, because elegance is timeless, but style, it's alive. There, it hangs a white button-down shirt. It's supposed to be a wardrobe staple, effortless, elegant. But every time you try it on, it either feels too stiff, too see-through, or too boxy. And you wonder, am I doing something wrong? You're not. The truth is, the wrong white shirt can make even the most refined woman feel off balance. It flattens your shape, adds years to your expression, or makes your outfit look unfinished. But the right white shirt, it's transformative. The difference is in the details. A flattering white shirt should have substance, not paper-thin fabric that reveals every undergarment. It should have soft tailoring, not hard lines that create harshness. A gently defined waist, subtle darting, and just enough structure to feel put together without feeling like armor. Picture this. You button up a white shirt with a slightly open collar, tuck it into dark denim, and add a gold cuff. The look isn't complicated, it's elevated. That's the power of one well-chosen piece. When shopping or re-evaluating what you own, check for construction. Are the buttons sturdy and elegant? Is the collar crisp, but not oversized? Does the fabric skim the body without clinging or sagging? These little things make a big difference. And one last tip, avoid shirts that lean too corporate or too casual. You're aiming for that beautiful middle ground, graceful, clean, and endlessly adaptable. The kind of shirt that pairs just as well with linen trousers as it does with a floral skirt. A perfect white shirt is more than clothing. It's a symbol, a blank canvas. It holds space for your mood, your day, your beauty quietly and powerfully. Every woman over 60 deserves a white shirt that doesn't just fit, but belongs. You throw on a loose, flowy top, it's soft, forgiving, and hides everything. At first, it feels like freedom, but when you catch your reflection, there's a moment of doubt. You look bigger than you are, less defined, almost like your shape has disappeared altogether. That's the waistline vanishing act, and it happens to so many women over 60. In an effort to stay comfortable or conceal changes, we sometimes trade elegance for excess fabric. But the truth is, showing your waist in a gentle, flattering way brings balance back to your silhouette. It doesn't mean squeezing into anything tight. It means honoring the shape you still carry with grace. You slip into a blouse with a soft drape tuck, just the front, into high-waisted pants, and add a woven belt in a warm, neutral tone. Suddenly, the whole outfit feels lifted. Not just visually, but emotionally too. You look confident, intentional, complete. Try a French tuck, that simple partial tuck that suggests a waist without overexposing. Or look for tops with subtle shaping at the sides. If you prefer longer styles, consider belting them at the narrowest part of your torso. These aren't tricks. They're tools, gentle styling gestures that say, I see my body and I love it enough to frame it well. A defined waist gives you proportion. Proportion gives you polish. And polish, that's the quiet signature of elegance. So don't hide behind fabric. Don't erase your beautiful outline in the name of comfort. You can have both. You deserve both. And when you allow your clothes to echo your natural shape, you don't just look more expensive, you look more yourself. You hold up a blouse that once made you feel radiant. The neckline was just right, the sleeves graceful, the color flattering. But now it pinches at the bust, pulls at the shoulders, and no matter how you adjust it, something feels off. That's not your fault. That's time doing what it does, gently reshaping us. After 60, your body becomes a living story, one of strength, softness, survival, and change. Your shoulders may slope a bit more. Your waistline may not sit exactly where it once did. Your bust may rest lower than before. These are not problems. These are proofs of a life lived, and your clothes should honor that. Many women keep wearing tops that were bought for bodies they no longer have. The result, outfits that feel forced or outdated. But when you begin to dress the woman you are today, everything shifts. You feel lighter. You stand taller. You smile more. A practical tip: start with tailoring. Even small adjustments, raising a hem, adding darts, swapping buttons, can turn an almost right top into something beautiful and personal. If tailoring feels daunting, consider simply shopping with your new proportions in mind. Look for tops with shaping at the shoulder, softness around the belly, and fabrics that flow instead of cling. You don't need to chase youth. You need to choose truth, the truth of your current body in this current season. You've earned every curve, every line, every change. Don't cover them. Celebrate them. And when your blouse fits the way your spirit feels grounded, warm, evolving, you'll notice how others respond too, with admiration, with softness, with respect. That is the power of dressing your now body. You become unforgettable, not because of what you hide, but because of how beautifully you've chosen to be seen. You sit down with a warm cup of tea blouse, soft against your skin, the afternoon light brushing your shoulders. Maybe today's reflection stirred something gentle in you, a realization, a quiet encouragement, a spark of inspiration you didn't know you needed. Because the truth is, aging isn't about giving things up. It's about choosing differently, more intentionally, more lovingly. You're not here to impress anyone. You're here to feel like yourself, dignified, expressed at peace in your body. Fashion after 60 doesn't require more money or more effort. It simply asks for more kindness toward the woman in the mirror. She's not who she was at 30, and thank goodness for that. She's deeper now, quieter in her confidence, and her beauty. It's no longer loud, it's rooted. So let go of the tops that pull that hide, that try too hard. Choose what fits today's you, what flows with your rhythm, complements your glow, and honors your beautiful evolving story. Elegance has never been about youth, it's always been about awareness. And now you have that in abundance. Until next time, be gentle with your choices, bold in your presence, and always, always true to your own kind of lovely. End of script. Have a beautiful day.